Welcome back to Golden Goose and my Road to Glory series that follows myself, Zach Letter, as quarterback of the Florida Gators. Today, we're taking on UGA, who hasn't had a great season. They're 3-4 on the season, 2-3 in conference. Now, we are traveling to their home turf, so that should make things a little interesting, and they're pretty decent on paper, especially their run game, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Plus, their running defense and passing defense aren't half bad either, so we're going to have to be careful, try to avoid turnovers, and score on every opportunity we get. Also, Kirk is siding with us, so you know how much weight that carries. If we take a look at the top 25, though, things are really heating up. We're 8-0 with only 4 regular season games to go. Alabama is in the SEC as well, and they're sitting at 6-0, so they still have 6 games left on their schedule, but they're number 2 in the nation right now behind us at number 1. Then Ohio State and Florida State are still undefeated, so is South Carolina, and we actually face Florida State and South Carolina later this season. Those games are cooking up to be like national championship preview games. And speaking of the SEC, things are really just so interesting in this conference right now. Florida and South Carolina here on the east side, we're both undefeated. We have a better conference record because we played one more conference game than South Carolina. But, I mean, whoever wins the game that we play against each other probably is going to win this side of the conference. And on the west side of things, Alabama has it under control. They're 6-0, 4-2 is Texas A&M in number 2 position. Now, they do have a 3-0 conference record. A lot of these teams only have one conference loss, so, I mean, it's still up for grabs, but I'm pretty confident Alabama's going to run away with it. And with only 4 games left in the regular season, we have to talk about the NFL, and if we could win the Heisman Trophy, that's going to help our draft stock. Now, we do face off against Florida State later this season, the last game of our regular season, and their quarterback, Brad Kenny, another scrambler just like us, is up for the Heisman as well. So, I mean, whoever wins that game could very well win the Heisman Trophy and could very well be drafted as the number 1 quarterback taken in this upcoming draft. So, I mean, that game's going to hold a lot of weight. But here's how we match up number-wise, 97 overall versus 90 overall, so not a bad team with the Georgia Bulldogs. Their defense is an 88 against our 99 offense, so I mean, we should have an advantage there as long as we don't make any stupid decisions. We should be able to come away with a win in Georgia. Wow, we are here in Georgia, and there's a lot of Florida fans here. I mean, a ton. One side of the end zone says Florida, one side says Georgia, and like half of the stadium is Florida Gator fans. We really made the trip. Now we're getting the ball first to start things off, and we are going to the air. Coach wants us to really test this Georgia defense. Obviously, they are sitting at 88 overall. We got to make some things happen against them today. Oh! Turn on the spin cycle. We're a washing machine. Wish wash. First down and into Georgia territory. Now, obviously, the whole nation is watching this game and the rest of the games we have on the season. We're number 1 in the nation. Obviously, everyone's got their eyes on us. Everyone's hoping for us to fail so their team can sit in that number 1 spot. But we have so much riding on this. Lots of pro scouts in the stands. We got to make sure we come out and we shine as bright as we possibly can. And I'm not liking this. We're not really seeing anyone open. There we go. He breaks off the route. That's Cunningham. Cunningham up the sideline inside the 20. Beautiful misdirection, or redirection, I should say, by Marlon Cunningham there. We were in trouble. We were scrambling, and he changed his route. Now, obviously, this is a big rivalry game, a massive one. And I think it's actually played technically in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know if this is like a common ground type of game. Obviously, I'm not too familiar with all of Florida's rivalries, but this is a big game. Everyone on campus was talking about it all week. And we're going to try to roll out a little bit here. We got somebody. We're going to hit him in the corner. Is that Cunningham again? Marlon Cunningham wide open on the right side. They had 3 of our receivers smothered, but we're 2 for 2 for 47 yards and a touchdown. Beautiful route running by Cunningham today. Finding him open twice already, and we're on the board relatively quickly. Our defense just destroys Georgia, stops them very quickly. Time to keep things on the ground a little bit here. We're going to hand this one off to Green on our second possession. He's going to find 4 yards. Second down and 6. We're going to the air here. We got Cunningham again over the center. Oh, my God. That guy's an animal. Back into Georgia territory. Cunningham's having a career day. First down and 10 inside Georgia territory, looking to find anyone open. That's our halfback out of the backfield, Green. He holds on to it. We're inside the 35. I hate this play. I hate it with a passion. Only one receiving option. And, oh, wow, he's wide open, though. There we go. That's Parker. And he only finds 4. Now, I mean, obviously, at this point in my career, I'm trying to think, where do I want to play in the NFL? Obviously, I don't have a choice. But if I had to pick anywhere, obviously, I'm a big Green Bay Packer fan. But I mean, Aaron's still got a decent, 4 or 5 year career left. I wouldn't want to be on the bench for 4 years. I feel like I'm NFL ready and ready to compete. So, I mean, I'm going to keep my options open and hope for the best. Maybe Oakland would take a chance on me. Maybe the New York Giants. Eli's getting old out there. I mean, there's a few possibilities. I'd be interested to see what happens. Maybe Tampa Bay. I mean, we could stay in Florida. I'm liking the Florida weather, I'm not going to lie. 3rd down and 1, though. We got to get this first down. I mean, I just see it. I'm going to take it on the ground. We fumbled the ball inside the 20. What? Come on, man. I have 99 carry. Why am I dropping the ball like that? Georgia took a ton of time off the clock. Couldn't get in for any score. Still 7-0 here. 1:24 to go in the first quarter. We're going to make this drive quick. We want to try to make good moves right off the bat. There's Baker, our tight end. He's been great these last couple weeks. 2nd and 7. 6 for 6 today, 92 yards and a touchdown. Haven't made any mistakes, haven't made any incomplete passes. We've been really smart on our feet and everything today. There's Baker. Oh, a drop ball. He had it in his hands. 3rd down and 7. We're 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions today. That fumble was a big killer on our last drive. We're giving Georgia a chance to come back here, and I don't like it. Uh-oh. Trying to get away. Got to get rid of it. Oh, no. Tried to get rid of it. We're taking an 18-yard loss. Georgia still couldn't get in. It looks like there was a turnover of sorts, too. Right now, we are at the 36-yard line, hoping to make something happen. Still up 7-0. Oh, no. Got rid of that a little late. McDaniel drops it. Trying to make something happen. Haven't had a big first down or anything lately. Going to try to get this out to Gordon. He catches it. Beautiful. Back inside Georgia territory. I'd say we're a good 15 or 16 yards away from scoring distance with our field goal kicker. There's Green finding nothing on 1st and 10. And snapping it last second. We got our tight end, I think, in the flat. That's Baker. He's got wheels. He finds the first down. With the nation watching, we're trying not to make mistakes. That fumble is going to hurt us a little bit. I mean, I don't think it's going to hurt our draft stock or anything. I think our draft stock totally relies on trying to win the Heisman this year and going before that Florida State quarterback. I mean, if you're an NFL scout, you have to be looking at us because, honestly, we made Kansas what they were when we were there. We made them a great team. Oh, I thought I could juke inside, and I just got destroyed. 3rd and 9. And also, one of those years in Kansas, we were really working with no talent on the team at all at wide receiver. So to be able to have that kind of season, that kind of performance, getting rid of this one, that's going to be intercepted by Johnson. Inside the 20, he's down at the 13. Oh, it's a nightmare. Making a bad decision. I didn't really look through the routes, just noticed pressure in the face and got rid of it. Our defense comes through big again. I mean, how much more could they come through for us? We allowed nothing there for them. We're still up 7-0 halfway through the second quarter. We have not done anything since our first offensive drive. Gonna dump this one off to Parker. Hopefully he can find 7 or 8 yards, and he does. We need to score here, and we need to score fast. I want to put these guys away. I want to put them on ice. There's Parker. That's a deep pass. Parker's got it over the back shoulder. Wow. Beautiful catch. The NFL's got to be watching that. That was just beautiful placement and a great go up and get him by Parker. Haven't seen much option today. This is our first attempt. Let's see what we can do here. Cutting back inside. Gonna bounce off a tackle. Find 8. 2nd down and 2. Trying to roll out. We got Cunningham open again. Oh, he gets in. A 17-yard touchdown pass to Cunningham. That's his 2nd touchdown on the day. He's been electric all afternoon. Looking to make it 14-0 against Georgia. Okay, with under a minute to go in the half, Georgia did score 3. It's 14-3. We really want to get on the board here, but we don't want to make any more mistakes, so we got to be careful. We have to make the smart decisions. Oh, and right there. I thought we could lead our receiver a little bit more. Almost picked off. Baker's dropped a couple today. Let's see if he can get open here. Nice cut. Gonna deliver. Oh! Johnson jumped the route. Johnson jumped the route, and now they are in position to score. That's our 2nd interception of the day. Our worst game this season. Georgia capitalizes. Georgia gets 7. It is 14-10. 34 seconds left. Coach wants us to try to move it down the field here. We do have all 3 timeouts, so we're going to try to roll out here. We're going to dump this one off to Cunningham. He's been so reliable all day, and we're going to use a timeout. 3 here would be nice. It would give us a 7-point cushion. Now, obviously, Georgia gets the ball to start things off in the second half. So, I mean, we're going to have to make something happen. We're going to bomb this one deep. That's Parker. He's in front of the defender. Beautiful. That was almost a touchdown. 55 yards. That was actually Eric McDaniel. Coach wants us to run it here, but oh my God, there's so much pressure here in the box. Let's see if Green can find his way inside. He doesn't. We got to hurry. We got to hurry, and we got to hurry now. Wow, we're not going to get in. Coach has dumb play calls. We only have the option to run it. We're going to have to call a timeout and just take the field goal. Georgia ties it up with us at the half. 17-17 after Georgia's first possession. We're tied up. We have literally blown this lead because of 3 big turnovers on my part. 2 of them actually went for a score, so it's horrible. 2nd and 5 after that carry by Green, though. We have to be perfect the rest of this game. Any more mistakes, and we could be looking at a loss here. Going to throw this one out to Baker. He holds on to it down at the 41. Baker is a true freshman, and I'm telling you guys, if he can play 2 more seasons by our 3rd year in the NFL, I would love to see him on our team. He drops balls right now, but just imagine how great he's going to be by the time he's a junior and finished with his junior season. Okay, we're going to run him over, try to run through him, and we're into Georgia territory. We hold on to the ball. 1st down and 10 in Georgia territory. We got Parker deep. He's got to jump up and get it. He does. It falls right into his lap. Wow, a beautiful throw to R.J. Parker. We've had 3 of those today. That was such a great route, and my God, did that just fall in. It was like dropping a dime. Wow, beautiful. Georgia answers back. This is the rivalry game the people wanted. 24-24. It's a nail-biter halfway through the 3rd quarter. No more mistakes can be allowed. We have a wide open. Oh, no! As I tried to deliver to our 2 wide open receivers, we get sacked and we lose 11. The yardage in this game is just so close. Only 12 yards separate the 2 teams. We are running the screenplay. That never, ever works. We're going to just toss this one away. 3rd and 21 in a game where we're tied. We have been over 3 and 3rd down conversions today. I mean, we got to change this tempo of this game now. And there it is, McDaniel. He finds the 1st down wide open down the sideline. A 34-yard gain. This is what we live for. This is what playing at Kansas every week was pretty much like. Now we have such a great team. But, oh, my God, this is like the Vanderbilt game. Such a close matchup. Try not to make any more mistakes. Got to roll out. Don't really see much of anything that I like. And there we go, sliding into Georgia territory. I don't want to kill too much time off the clock because I don't want to have some weird shenanigans happen towards the end of this game. Green doesn't find anything on the carry, though. He loses one. Taking the snap on 2nd and 11, rolling out. Parker's wide open. We're delivering it. That's Parker. He's down the sideline, inside the 10, down to the 6. 370 yards, 3 touchdowns for us. A great day at the office. We do have those 2 interceptions, though, and that fumble. In the red zone today, we've been perfect. 3 for 3, 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal. And in this one off to Green on the left side, he's going to lower his head and get all the way down to the 1-yard line. They actually marked us on the 2. It's time for the read option. If we read this correctly, we're definitely going to get in for 6 here. Oh, I should have kept it. I gave it to him last second. He gets nothing. We're at the 1-yard line. I mean, a field goal here just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough to get things done. But we don't have the ability to call any audibles, so let's hand this one away to Callahan. He gets in! Callahan is in the end zone to give us a 6-point, looking for a 7-point lead. Georgia answered instantly back within a couple of minutes. They're on the board, and it's 31-31. It's a shootout here in Jacksonville today. And there we go, wide open. That's McDaniel. He's got to cut up field, and he does. He finds the 1st down. Our defense was playing such great football in the first half. They've really let us down, though, here in the second half, allowing Georgia to score at every possession so far, which is mind-blowing, to say the least. Whoop, gotta go. Don't fumble. I'm so nervous to drop the ball. Trying to just take a little time off the clock here, wear this down, because if they don't score on their next possession and we score here, and that might mean it's the game. So, want to wear this clock just a little bit at least. Not too much to wear if we don't score that we're going to lose this one. But there's Cunningham. He's been great all day, finding us 8. We're into Georgia territory right now. We are closing in on 400 yards through the air today, 70 on the ground scrambling-wise. So it's been a pretty productive day. Taking the snap, a little bit of play action here. Gonna just bomb this one very deep to Cunningham. Wow, I saw him open, and I knew if we hit that left side of his shoulder, that was ours. And it goes for a touchdown. Such a beautiful play, and we're up by 6. Wow, 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 wow. That's all I can say. Georgia scores within a minute and a half, and it's 38-38. 76 total points of offense. We're going to hand this one off to Green. Hope he can find some yards on the ground. He gets nothing. We can't really afford to come out empty-handed here, especially because Georgia's been on fire all half. Their offense has not been stopped. So we have to come away with points. And we're going to roll out. We're going to try to get him on the ground when we can. Wide open. No, he cut. He cut. Why would you cut? You're standing there wide open. 3rd down and 11. This could be the biggest 3rd down of our season. We're 8-0. This could be for the national championship, for the SEC championship. This could be for everything. Oh, no. Chase down from behind, and it's a fumble. No! No! 1:33 to go. We're down by 3, 41-38. Oh, my God. I just want to die. I just want to die. Ugh! Oh, no. That usually works. Okay, we got to calm down here. Our season is in the balance right now. Okay, our season. Losing this means we probably won't play in a national championship. We'd still have a chance because we play South Carolina and Florida State. Okay, they would be ranked above us after a loss here. But, you know, we can't risk it. Get out of my way. Block for me. Block for me. There we go. We have 2 fumbles today, 2 interceptions. We got to be careful. But a loss here means it could mean no national championship, no SEC conference championship. I mean, it could ruin our whole season. It could mean losing the Heisman. I mean, obviously, with playing South Carolina and Florida State still this season, we would still have a chance at those because they're both ranked in the top 5, so we could still get in if we beat them. But it just puts a lot of pressure on us. Oh my gosh. Get rid of it. Not worth it. Come on, someone get open, and we need this offensive line to hold. That is Parker. That's a 1st down, and he gets out of bounds. Now my plan is once we're in good field goal position, I'm going to kill a little bit of clock and still try to get in the end zone, but I don't want to leave them time to where they can score last minute and we lose this game. So I'd rather tie it and go into overtime than score and leave too much time on the clock. And there we go. There we go. Inside the 20. We're in field goal position. We can't make any stupid decisions. It's read option time. We're going to keep it. Oh, we get a block. Oh, we get the 1st down and we're inside the 10. Coach just used the timeout. He wants to go through the air here. We have a minute on the clock, though. I'm so nervous. I don't want to leave them too much time. So, God, I don't know what to do here. Obviously, scoring is scoring. You know, we'll be up by 4 if we get in the end zone. But, man, I've seen some crazy things happen in college football, and I would not want to be on the receiving end of some shenanigans. We're going to slide down at the 2, use our 2nd timeout. 2nd down and goal, 1 timeout to go. We're going to hand this off to Green. Let's see if he can get in. He finds the end zone. We are in, and we have the lead. 53 seconds to go. I'm watching this extra point as it'll give us a 4-point lead, forcing Georgia to get a touchdown to beat us. 53 seconds left. And oh my God, there we go. We got to watch all of this. All of this has to be watched because I'm not going to have any shenanigans. Plus, this is interesting football. Georgia takes the knee. They have to go 80 yards. Or I should say 75 yards. Let's see what they do. They do have all 3 timeouts. Their offense has been very talented today. Riggs drops back. He gets sacked! They have to use a timeout, and they lose 8 yards. Beautiful. Okay, our secondary just has to hold on. This is for the undefeated season. Keep the hopes alive for the national championship, the SEC conference championship. We want that perfect season. And that's completed pass to Davis. He gets out of bounds, it looked like there. 3rd down and 13. Okay, obviously they're going to go for it on 4th down, so this is a 2-down situation. But 3rd and 13, that's going to be tough. We just can't allow anything deep. Right over the middle. Oh, when you allow the 1st down, they have to use a timeout, though. 39 seconds. Georgia has 1 timeout. Obviously, you're going to be guarding the sidelines pretty heavily here. And it looks like there's a flag. I don't know if we jumped off sides or if that was Georgia with a false start. Okay, it was Georgia with a false start. Here we go. 39 seconds. This is college football at its finest. Up by 4 here in a game that's just... you couldn't write a better game on paper. There's Young. He gets out of bounds after a 1st down. My God. Come on. Step up. 35 seconds. Now, we have 1 timeout. If they score a touchdown here, we're going to be down by 3 with probably no time on the clock and 1 timeout. So... I mean, we need to make a stop here. And, oh, they drop it. 30 seconds to go. I don't like how our defense is playing this situation. It's making me extremely nervous, and I hate it. But we're going to see if we can make this stop. 2nd and 10. They're knocking on our territory door here. We're trying to keep them out. Obviously, a field goal is not going to do anything for them. Riggs completes it to Wade, but he stays in bounds and didn't get the 1st down. Now the clock's moving. They have to hurry up. 21, 20, 19. Clock ticking. They take the snap. 18 seconds to go. 3rd and 6. Another short pass to Mayo. I don't know what he's doing. Just trying to get the first down. 4th and 1. 13 seconds. 12, 11. Clock is ticking below 10 seconds now. 4th and 1. This is everything. This is the ball game right here. This might be your last chance. They're going to use a timeout. They're going to talk this one over. 7 seconds. 4th down and 6. Actually, they must have got a penalty. I don't know. Full start, something, movement on the line. They backed him up 5 yards. 4th down and 6. This is everything. The whole game relies on this. You can't only throw a 5-yard bomb. You need to go for the end zone. Deep, deep, deep to the end zone. Dropped! Dropped! It was in his hands, and he dropped it coming down to the ground. 1 second on the clock, and it looks like we're going into victory formation. Wow, we are getting out of here very lucky. Our defense couldn't stop Georgia once in the second half, except right there on that drive where it mattered most. I'm telling you, we didn't score 3 times in the first half, too. 3 bad drives. And this game was just sloppy, but 45-41, we get out with a victory. It's one of those games you have to look back on. It's an instant classic, obviously, a rivalry game. So well played. We had a lot of great deep balls in this one. I'd say 4 great or 5 great deep balls that led to 3 different touchdowns. And it was just a tremendous performance through the air, but we did have those 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles. Very costly, but wow. I'm thinking that second fumble saved us, actually, because it allowed Georgia to score quick and gave us enough time to get on the board. Georgia's a bit disappointed, but their season's been nothing but disappointing. So I'm glad we extended to 9-0, 453 yards through the air today, 131 on the ground for us. And yes, that was an instant classic game. It was so good. Here's the stats: 21 for 30, 453 yards, 4 TDs and 2 interceptions. 70% of our passes were completions. We were sacked twice today. We did have those 2 fumbles, which really, really hurt. But 131 yards on the ground. I mean, we have no broken tackles, but 3 carries for over 20 yards. I mean, the run game really didn't get going otherwise, so I'm glad we were there. Receiving-wise, Cunningham, a man on fire today. 7 receptions, 163 yards, and he had 3 TDs. And then Parker had 6 receptions for 130 yards and 1 TD, both of them in the 100-yard club. McDaniel fell 1 yard short with 3 receptions for 99 yards. He had a drop. Baker had a drop today. I mean, overall great performance on our offensive side of things, putting up 45 points. Here is that last play by Georgia. Look at this ball. Hits their man in the hands. He was the only guy. He's still in the air. So say he came down with that. Where's his knee? His knee is on the ground, I'd say right now. So, I mean, still in the air there. So look at this. There's still space underneath his knee. This would have been a touchdown. This man catches this ball, he wins the game for Georgia. Because look at, that's where his knee's down. He would have been in the end zone because that ball would have been in his right hand. And that would have been a totally different outcome, as we would have had 1 second left to score. And oh wow, did he blow that for Georgia. That drop ball, it was right in his hands. Look at, our Florida defenders were totally beat. 3 receivers here, 2 defenders behind. We missed the interception right here, just totally miss it. Actually, it's just barely. We're a little off. So we miss it. It floats perfectly into Jenkins' hands here. Look at, he even has it in his chest here. Just can't come down with it. And that is so disappointing for Georgia. After escaping Georgia, we are 9-0, number 1 in the nation still, and now we're taking on Idaho in this next matchup, which, I mean, should be a great tune-up game going into our most serious games of the year. Obviously, Kirk's going to side with us, and we should win that one, but that is what we need, kind of a tune-up prep game, because then we face South Carolina the following week, and then after a couple of byes, we go against Florida State. And these guys are both undefeated still. South Carolina is ranked number 4. Florida State's ranked number 3. We're ranked number 1. So those are going to be some amazing games. If we look at the ranks here too, Alabama's still undefeated. So these are 3 teams we could face this season still. If we win the SEC East side of things, we'll face Alabama most likely in the SEC Conference Championship game. And we're playing Florida State and South Carolina this season. So, I mean, we have a very tough schedule. Out of our next 4 games, 3 of them are against top 4 opponents. And then the national championship could bring us against Texas or Nebraska or Clemson. I mean, it's going to be insane. 4 of our next 5 games could be against top, 4 or 3 opponents. It's just going to be crazy. Conference standing-wise, obviously, you know, we still have 2 games up on South Carolina. I'm guessing, obviously, 3 of their next 4 games are in the conference. We only have 1 more conference game to go, and that is against South Carolina. Florida State's not in our conference, so that game really won't affect our SEC standings. But Alabama, they have still a 1-game lead on Texas A&M and on Ole Miss. Ole Miss is ranked in the top 10. Texas A&M is ranked at number 21. So, I mean, it's a very powerful conference, and I'm really excited to see what happens throughout the rest of this season. Heisman watch, we're still number 1, but Brad Kenny is still number 2. We're both scrambling quarterbacks, like I said, both seniors, both going to the NFL draft. So, I mean, whoever wins this probably is going to be drafted first out of the quarterback class for this season. Obviously, the Texas senior as well as a scrambler. He's in 3rd place. He's moving up on the charts. So we'll have to keep our eyes on him. Shannon Parker. And then we do have Jermaine Wood, who's injured now. Probably not going to win the Heisman because of that injury. He won't be playing. But he is a scrambler as well, someone to watch for. But I think out of all these quarterbacks, obviously me, myself, and I, and Brad Kenny are the biggest talks because we're both 99 overall scrambling quarterbacks from Florida in our senior season up for the Heisman. Obviously, this Texas quarterback's good. He's not quite a 99 overall, though, so I still don't think he's going to be in the talk for the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. So between me and Brad Kenny, that's what it's going to be. That's going to be the storied rivalry, I think, once we get to the NFL as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications if you're new. And until next time, peace out.